Okay, the lady should have said recording in progress. Well, it is nice to see all of you for sure. And let me see. I have a few things to say to you. Actually, I have more than a few things to say to you. I don't know if you guys go and pick up the music from the Dropbox, but our song list was really short this week. And I knew that the day was coming when it would be short because I have to keep saying, we need song leaders, we need song leaders. And we have 11 songs on our song list this week. We usually have 16. And so that created a dilemma. And I send out ticklers and I ask people if they want to play more for us. And I didn't get much of a response. So I was kind of lamenting to my husband. And he said, be creative. And when he said that, I thought, oh, Lori has a jam on Fridays. She has a very casual jam, the Melrose Dulcimer Jam. And so I pressed upon those people yesterday to do some recording for us. So we have enough music to get through all of today. But I have to say, it's with a lot of stress for me. And so what I've decided, I'm trying to figure out how not to wear myself out, doing extra stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is if we have 12 songs next week, we're going to play 12 songs and then I'm going to end the jam at that point and not try to fill in the blanks. We said we could ask you if you had a song you wanted to play, but Dennis reminded me that is not a good idea in a group of 50 people because you may not be set up to do original sound. You may not know about broadcasting on Zoom, and it's just too complicated. So I just wanted you to know ahead of time that whatever we have on the song list, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, and so some of our jams through the summer may be a little bit shorter, and that's what I'm going to do. Our theme next week is morning and evening, and that is the day before Father's Day. So morning, evening, or father songs are welcome. And we really need song leaders because there's no jam without the song leaders. I cannot do it all. I do want to tell you that today we have the other thing that happened was my mystery guest called me on Monday and said she had to postpone. So I had to fill in that space. But I have a really magical video from the past that I think you will like as much as I did. I remembered it from the visual, and then listening to it, it's superb. So it's a real magic moment. And then Lori has a magic moment in her No Frills thing. She spent the week at the Sandy River Girls camp in Lake Wales, where they're all girls, all on scholarship, and all the teachers are female, and they do all these instruments, and it sounded very exciting. She's going to do a big thing for us, but she has a little taste of it on her video for today. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, make sure my buttons are checked. Yes. Okay, and you should see a picture of South Wind, and hopefully, Cindy, you'll tell me if you can't hear this.
It's time for...
You can hear it, right?
Right.
Good.
No Frills. I am Jean-less today because I am teaching down in Lake Wales, Florida at a wonderful thing called Sandy's Music Girl Camp. All women instructors, all girls at the camp, all girls on scholarship at the camp. Very, very special. It's time for South Wind. Now, to play it quarter note style as it was in No Frills 1.0. That was all quarter notes, And no chords, all quarter notes, no chords. And now to change it to plus. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There's a G chord and a little hammer on there. Really nice. O5-7 chord to a G, O6-7. How much I like diagonal chords. That fits in there perfectly. You've won that O5-7. Let your thumb do the walking. Ring finger down, and then slide up and down. Yeah, let's play this whole thing again. A, A, B. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Love that slide. It's about one of my favorite songs to play, and I hope you enjoyed playing along with me, and maybe I'll be back with Jean next week for another song. We'll see you next time. Now, earlier today at Sandy's Music Girl Camp, 2 of our instructors played this exact same song in the key of G. So if you want to try to play along with them, put your capo on 3 and just try to follow along with them or chord with them and enjoy that.
I'll take second part.
I just loved that music at the end there, the cello and the violin. How lovely. Thanks for sharing that with us, Lori, so much. Also, Lori tells me we can expect more, so we'll be looking forward to that. Cindy Lubecki sent me a video this week, and she has Wild Mountain Time, and she sent me the music. This is from Jeff Black. He is in UK, and it's got all the words. Cindy likes to sing. I don't think she's singing today, but she's got a beautiful voice. So here is Cindy.
Wild Mountain Time. The summertime has gone, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme goes around the purple river. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the purple river. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by the cool crystal fountain, and around it I will grow all the flowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the purple river. Will ye go, lassie, go?
That was a gorgeous, and what a nice ending. I liked that slide up to end the song. Really, really nice, Cindy. Thank you so much for that video. You know, our theme today was summer fun. And so we've got a lot of sun and boating and all sorts of activities that you would do in the summertime. And here's one last video for us today, and this one is from Jamie Mayhem.
Hello, Send in the Music friends. Sorry I can't be with you in person today, but I did want to send a song in for you. For today's theme of summertime, I thought, why not keep on the sunny side? This tab is provided by Tall Glazner. It's one of his free tabs of the month from some time back. I urge you to check out his website. He's got lots of good stuff there, and he always has a free tab of the month at tallglazner.com. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you around the jam next time. Thanks. All right, so let's play just like we're at a real live jam. A little bit slow the first time through, then the next couple times we'll add a little bit more bounce and just increase the tempo a tiny bit. Let's play Keep on the Sunny Side.
talking and I was muted. Jamie said to me, Pat, you're going to love this. You won't have to turn the pages or do anything with the music because I added it to my track. So I hope you saw that big bit on the bottom. I thought that was really nicely done. Okay, so now we're moving into our live performance piece, and we are going to share this another way. I loved the cello and the dulcimer, not the cello and the violin together. So much fun. Okay, so this has to go away, and this has to come back. And we don't want to keep Sunnyside on this page. Camping is what we're doing now. Hey, ladies.
Hi. So we're going to go camping. I want to put this. This came from Bing Futch. He wrote this in Dulcimer Player News. I don't know if you can see this or not. I love Dulcimer Player News, and I encourage everybody to enjoy the magazine. And we're going to play camping, not very fast, with a little bit of a swing. We'll play 2 times A A B B. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
I hope you all hit those high notes. I didn't do a very good job of it.
Well, that's such a fun tune, and I'm looking at the picture on this page of the tab that you sent me, and there's Bing with his traveling camper. He goes wherever he goes around the country, he's always in his camper. And so he said this was a tribute to his camper, which is really, really fun, fun thing. A great little peppy song, too.
It was a great song.
Thank you so much. Okay, and now we are going to upstate New York. Ginny and Ken. And they're going to do some summertime songs for us.
I was just going to say I enjoyed that last one, and I took a class with Bing at the last quarantine, and he did it from his camper. So, anyway, good old summertime. We'll play this through 2 times, nice and slow, and I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 1.
That's such a great tune.
Yeah, good way to start summer.
Yeah.
Our second choice, Boatman, may not sound like a summer fun song, but one of the things Ken and I love to do in the summertime is sit down in our tea house by the water and jam together. And this is one of our favorite jam tunes, so I thought I'd play this for summer fun. And I must admit, personally, one of the things I love about this tune is it's a good practice of chording, doing your chord shapes, your L shape, and your slant shape, and so on. So it's kind of fun. But we'll play it through twice. It's got three parts. The A and C part are repeated. The B part isn't. And I'll just count you in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Such a great tune. And another one of those, it's a happy tune. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for always for when you come and do music for us. I appreciate you. You know what, Dennis? I know that you're up next, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find our mystery guest. Now, I'm saying I'm going to try and find her because Cindy and I had a hard time finding a video with sound before, but I think we've got it figured out. So if you don't mind, I'm going to stop the share. We're going to come back to you after the mystery guest, okay? And I just wanted to tell you that our mystery, you know, we have 300 videos. We've had 300 sessions in the 6 years that we've been together. And we have some unbelievable videos of mystery guest performances. And this just happens to be one. I remembered it because of what the person was wearing. But when I recorded it for today, I thought, oh my goodness, this is a magical mystery guest for sure. And so, Cindy, my fingers are crossed. I'm going to, let me see, I have to do it from here. And, oh, wait a minute, I have to pick out the right one. That's not the right one. I have to actually open a file. Okay, here it is. And wait a second before I start it, I have to share my screen. Oh, no, hold on.
So, some of you.
Wait a second. It's going without me. Hold on a second.
Someone you know well.
Hold on. Okay. Whew. I have to go back to my original screen share. We did this the other day, too. Let me see. Back to screens. Here's my screen share. Okay, so now what you should see with that little ball going around should not be. I have to wait for it to stop, or you're not going to hear or see anything. I'm frozen. Okay. I'm twiddling my finger. Okay, there we go. Nope. Okay, here we go. Full screen. Cindy, let me know if we have sound, please.
Just the perfect person
Yes.
to do.
Great.
Okay, so let me tell you that this recording was done on February 24th of 2024, and it was Black History Month, and we were celebrating Black History Month.
Songs from Africa. It's our Carol Crocker. She's our mystery guest today. So Carol, where is she? Oh, she's dressed for the part. Look at this lady. How gorgeous. Or do we have her unmuted? Yeah, there you go.
I could get. Okay. I didn't know if I could, but hello everyone. Hi Lori. Cindy. Awesome. I was just clapping my hands when you were doing that. I couldn't stop. Okay, but good job on that song. All right. Well, thank you for Pat for inviting me to be the mystery guest. And yes, I'm just tickled to death to do this today. And the song, I guess the song theme that you chose is perfect with one of the things that I've been working on and learning about. And Cindy's song came from the music of the Sea Islands. It seems like that's where a lot of the music from Africa settled here in the United States. A huge part of it settled there in the Sea Island area. And that's one of the songs that's from the Sea Island. That happens to be one of the religious songs from the Sea Island. So thank you, Cindy, for doing that one. So that's kind of where I'm going to start, talking a little bit about some of the songs of African American heritage and how they've kind of progressed through time. So we're going to start with, of course, the sea songs. As I was doing some research for my spirituals books, the two books, I kept running across that some of these spirituals were coming from, I kept hearing Port Royal. I was hearing St. Simons. I was finding all of these things from the islands. So I've done a little bit more looking into it. And a lot of our early spirituals, of course, came from the Sea Islands. I think that you all probably have heard St. Simons, Port Royal, Jekyll Island, Tybee Island, and St. John's Island. So those are some of the ones that come from the Sea Islands. So their songs are pretty much still intact today. There's a group called the Sea Island Singers, the Georgia Sea Island Singers, and the Macintosh Singers, and they are still doing and some of the styles of music now. And you can go down to Charleston area; they do concerts down in that area. So the music is being preserved by these singers. I'd like to start with kind of like some of the types of music that were found in these islands and then progress on. And realize the reason why they're still there is because those islands are kind of isolated. They're rice plantations, and a lot of the slaves were out on those rice plantations. Also, I forgot to mention, Charleston, Savannah, they were huge ports for slave trade. Those were two of the largest ports for slave trades in the United States. There's one up in Virginia, but they're in Charleston and in Savannah. So a lot of the slaves had to come through those two ports. And some of them, yes, went to the rice plantations. And there they had the isolated culture after slavery ended. And they pretty much had their own culture there and kept it intact. So when you go down and you talk about the Gullah language, the sweetgrass baskets, those things like that. And I have too many sweetgrass baskets, I have to confess. But anyway, that's where they come from, that area. These songs date back from the about the 1770s that we can, I guess you can say, document. There's the shouts are one of the songs that people were singing then. It's called a shout. And that one is actually of African origin. It was shouting on Sunday afternoon at church. Some shouts were rowing songs, and we'll get to that in a minute. A lot of the shouts were what we call call and response, and sometimes they do them in a circle and have a little shuffle step as they were going. Of course, in church, the rule was you couldn't lift your feet but so far off the ground, or you'd be chastised for doing that. So anyway, the shouts, they would do them in a ring and they kind of shuffle steps. So this is kind of the forerunner of a lot of the Negro spirituals or African American spirituals that are the call and response style. So one of the ones I'd like to start with is a shout. It's one of the early ones. It's called Read 'em, John. And this one is from the Georgia Sea Islands. And it's about a guy named John who was one of the few out of the group that could read. Remember, it was against the law for slaves to be taught to read. But John knew how to read, so letters were brought to him. And they would gather around and he'd read all the letters for, in secret, of course, for those that needed them. But there's one letter that this song, they say, is based on. And that is the letter or the notice of the Emancipation Proclamation. When it got to the island, of course, they didn't, most of the slaves couldn't read it. So John is the one that read it, and that's how this song comes about. So here we go. I'll start it out. John wrote a letter, he laid it on the table. No one can read 'em just like John. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. Now 1 by 1 and a 2 by 2 and a 3 by 3 and a 4 by 4. No one can read 'em just like John. Read 'em, let me go. John wrote the letter, he laid it on the table. No one can read 'em just like John. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. A 1 by 1 and a 2 by 2 and a 3 by 3 and a 4 by 4. No one can read 'em just like John. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. Now read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, John, read 'em. Read 'em, let me go. All right, so that is the song about John and that one important letter. But you heard in the end, 1 by 1 and a 2 by 2 and a 3 by 3. These are all the letters, of course, that John could read for everyone. All right, so moving along from there, and I hope I can get everything in. Okay, now the other style of music that kind of has a call and response style was the actual ring play party games or fiddle songs or songs for play. So this is one that is, I understand, is one of the earliest ring songs. It's called Uncle Jesse. And Uncle Jesse came about because of some of the folks there trying to imitate, I guess, the boss man coming across the field. Now here comes Uncle Jesse coming through the field. He's a big man, they think, and he's got lots of money, and he walks with a big step. So here comes Uncle Jesse, and they're imitating and making fun of him to a certain extent. Here comes Uncle Jesse coming through the field with his horse and buggy. I know just how he feels. And then they do a ring dance, and adults would do this too. Actually, this was sometimes thought of as a courting or love dance because done by adults, you choose a partner that you like. But to do the step, Uncle Jesse, step, 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 Uncle Jesse, they were singing that, but of course, the person in the center of the circle would choose a partner to dance with. And they do this little step dance. Some of the lyrics are really interesting, and I have to go ahead and tell you about it. Of course, they're kind of talking about John, the boss, the overseer, but they also talk about some kind of superstitions they had. One of the verses says, "Now, if you want a sweetheart, I'll tell you what to do. You take some salt and pepper, and you put it in your shoe." So that's how you find your sweetheart. And then there's one that says, now, if you want Uncle Jesse to do what you want him to do, you take some garlic and onion and put it in his shoe. And the garlic and onion, of course, would make him do whatever you want him to do. So these are some of the superstitions that they had, and it was put in this one. But Uncle Jesse, and it's an African American ring play party game, and it is from the Sea Islands. Here comes Uncle Jesse, coming through the field, with this horse and buggy, and I know just how he feels. Step, Uncle Jesse, step, 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 Uncle Jesse, step, step, walk, Uncle Jesse, walk, 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 Uncle Jesse, walk. Now here comes Uncle Jesse, he's looking very sad, he's lost his cotton and corn, and everything he had. Step, Uncle Jesse, step, 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 Uncle Jesse, step, step, walk, Uncle Jesse, walk, 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 Uncle Jesse, walk. Now if you want a sweetheart, I'll tell you what to do. Just take some salt and pepper, and you'll put it in her shoe. Step, Uncle Jesse, step, 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 Uncle Jesse, step, step, walk, Uncle Jesse, walk, 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 Uncle Jesse, walk. Now if you want Uncle Jesse to do what you want him to do, you take some garlic and onion, and you put it in his shoe. Step, Uncle Jesse, step, 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 Uncle Jesse, step, step, walk, Uncle Jesse, walk, 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 Uncle Jesse, walk. So if you can imagine kids or adults walking around the circle, step, Uncle Jesse, step, and they put on their fanciest step. So that is one of the earliest play party games that came from that era. Then we move on into work songs. There were many of work songs that probably some of you know. Work songs that you probably sing today. One of them I know you sing, but two of them I know you sing that came from working on the water. If you remember the song, Michael Row the Boat Ashore, that's a Sea Island song. And it was for rowing. Michael row the boat ashore. And if you do it a good, a pretty easy tempo, you can see that. Pay me my money down. Pay me, oh pay me my money down. That's one that we have done before, I think you all know, and it talks about the boss. But there is one that I ran across that really surprised me when I was doing some research about some of the sea shanties. And a sea shanty actually is a work song, but an African American work song is kind of what I was looking for. I ran across a recording of some singers out of Virginia, out of, what is it called? I forgot. Reedsville, I think it's called Reedsville, Virginia. Now remember, Virginia was also another slave port, so I'm sure there's some other slave songs in that area as well. So anyway, but this one, I ran across a recording of it, and it surprised me. It's called Mama Liza Jane, and it's exactly to the tune of Little Liza Jane. And so Pat is going to share. There's a group called the Northern Neck Shanty Singers out of Virginia, and they are singers that are preserving the history of the shanty singers, the black shanty singers. There's a nice little clip on there, but I just pulled that one so that you could see Mama Liza Jane. Okay, Pat, if you've got it.
I think I've got it. Share. Oh. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Because I have to share it a certain way. Okay, there. And then I have the
Let's see. There it is. Now I just have to play it. Okay.
Okay, got it?
Fellas, you ready for Mama Liza? Oh, yeah. You ready for Mama Liza? Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. I've got a girl in New York City. Mama Liza Jane. She is tall and real pretty. Mama Liza Jane. I've got a girl in Baltimore. Mama Liza Jane. Where she goes, nobody knows. Mama Liza Jane. I've got a girl in Washington, D.C. Mama Liza Jane. Come on, girl, go home with me. Mama Liza Jane. I'll make you happy as a woman can be. Mama Liza Jane. Come with me and you will see. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. I got a girl in this old town. Mama Liza Jane. She knows how to get around. Mama Liza Jane. When she go walking down the street. Mama Liza Jane. All the little birds go tweet, tweet, tweet. Mama Liza Jane. She has got some pretty eyes. Mama Liza Jane. That is where her beauty lies. Mama Liza Jane. She has got some big old hips. Mama Liza Jane. Built just like a battleship. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. Mama Liza, have you heard? Mama Liza Jane. Captain's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Mama Liza Jane. If that mockingbird don't sing. Mama Liza Jane. Captain's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Mama Liza Jane. If that diamond ring don't shine. Mama Liza Jane. Captain's gonna take to the five and dime. Mama Liza Jane. Five and dime won't take it back. Mama Liza Jane. Captain's gonna throw it across the railroad track. Mama Liza Jane. Big old train coming real fast. Mama Liza Jane. Smashed a diamond, it must have been glass. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza. Mama Liza Jane. Hey, Mama Liza.
What?
Mama Liza.
What? Wait, it's over. It's over. I was recording it. I don't think you could hear me say that I was mute. I said that last little voice in there. My husband was telling me to turn it down, and I said, "Oh, it's done. It's done."
It's done. Oh, okay. Okay.
that was me. Okay, so now I have to put you back in the main screen. I think we did it, Carol.
I think we did it. Yeah. Thank you for the tech part of it to get that done. But I don't know if you all noticed, but they also had a C-net on the floor. A couple of the songs that they did while they were pulling up those nets. And it's really interesting. It is on the Smithsonian. I found that on the Smithsonian Folkways website of them doing this. They're the Northern Neck Shanty Singers. So anyway, if you're interested, I'm sure you could probably pull that up. Some of the other work songs were, of course, like the one that was done, about John Henry. There were railroad songs that were done for working on the railroad, Sea Island songs. I found another one that is a rail song. Swannanoa Town is one I did several years ago. But in the rice plantations in the fields, of course, they'd have songs for singing. But the one thing you notice about most of the styles, there would be a leader leading it, and of course everybody else would respond. It's call and response. And so of course that is taken over into music of other styles as well, spirituals and a lot of other styles of their music. So now I'm going to look at some religious songs. This is one I ran across, a couple that I ran across that aren't done totally call and response, but sort of like call and response. Since we're doing sea songs, this is one I ran across that I really like. It's called Stand the Storm. And of course, it has a double meaning as well. Stand the storm could be a storm that's coming up off the islands, okay, and it's a bad storm. Stand the storm will anchor by and by. That could be it. But of course, the storm with the slavery during slavery times could also be stand the storm of what's coming next in their lives. They may be, some of them sold off, some, whatever is happening. Stand the storm. Will anchor by and by. And it talks about my ship being on the ocean, and we're going to make for the kingdom. The kingdom in this case could be heaven, but the kingdom also could be freedom. So here we go. Stand the storm. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. My ship is on the ocean. We'll anchor by and by. My ship is on the ocean. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. She's making for the kingdom. We'll answer by and by. Well, she's making for the kingdom. We'll answer by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll answer by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll answer by and by. My mother in the kingdom, we'll anchor by and by. I've a mother in the kingdom, we'll answer by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. King Jesus is our captain. We'll anchor by and by. King Jesus is our captain. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Stand the storm, it won't be long. We'll anchor by and by. Thank you, thank you. I see some claps going on. Thank you, thank you. All right, now I have to do one more. There are a lot of river songs today because a lot of them talked about the Jordan River. And of course, the Jordan River was the Ohio River. Now, still, these songs are coming straight from, as I say, slavery time, the Sea Islands or wherever, these ports. So yes, they're coming straight from Africa. But this one is one that it has just been one of mine that's really near and dear. I stood on the river of Jordan, is what it's called. And of course, that could be the river, Ohio River to Freedom. This one is in my latest, the next one is in my latest spirituals book. I've got two spirituals books. And the second one, this is in book 2. That's book 1. I see you, Cindy. Here's book 2. Book 2. So this is book 2. Oh, and I think the one that you did, Cindy, is in book 2 as well. So here we go. This is book 2. And yes, you can find it on, you can find them on my website. I finally updated my website. And then the other one, you can find them at Folk Crafted as well. And you can get a hard copy or a digital download. I do have digital downloads of both of them. But this one is one that just really has talked to me. So it's called I Stood on the River of Jordan. I stood on the river of Jordan just to see that ship come sailing over. I stood on the river of Jordan just to see that ship sail by. Oh, mourner, don't you weep when you see that ship come sailing over. Oh, glory, hallelujah, when you see that ship sail by. Oh, sister, you better get ready when you see that ship come sailing over. Oh, sister, you better get ready when you see that ship sail by. Oh, mourner, don't you weep when you see that ship come sailing over. Shout, glory, hallelujah, when you see that ship sail by. Oh, preacher, you better get ready when you see that ship come sailing over. Oh, preacher, you better get ready when you see that ship sail by. Oh, mourner, don't you weep when you see that ship come sailing over. Shout, glory, hallelujah, when you see that ship sail by.
Oh, Carol, that was extraordinary.
Oh, thank you, thank
Just
you.
extraordinary.
Yeah.
I have a question to ask you, and I just don't want to break
ahead.
the spell.
Go ahead.
Somebody asked if you could talk about your dress.
Okay.
It says,
You know,
what about the design?
the design, as you know, most African prints are very bold in colors and designs. And this was made by I guess, a sewer in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I cannot remember the name of the person that made this. And I'm not sure when he made this one, and it was a he that made it, it was a man that made it. And I'm not sure if he had any specific reason for choosing this design other than a lot of the prints are very bold in color, royal, majestic like colors. So this is one that he made, and I just asked him to make an outfit for me, and this is what he chose for me. I do have a hat that matches, but I can't wear the hat. It doesn't always do, but I have this little hat that I had on my own that works fine. But I wish you could see the intricate detail of the stitching. You cannot see it here, I'm sure, but you can see a little of it on there. But it is so intricate in the stitching. I wish you could see it. It's a beautiful outfit, and I cherish having had that made for me.
Well, and we love seeing you in it for sure.
Oh, well, thank you, thank you.
People are really enjoying this set, Carol.
Oh, thank you.
I knew they would, but
well, I'm looking at my time and I'm thinking, oh no, my time's up. And
no, it's not. It's not up. You can do another
Are you
song.
sure?
Yeah, positive.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I wanted to, I've done a lot with the slavery times, but not all of the music is, of spirituals and slavery at times. And I wanted to do one more. This one's in my book too. It's called Singing in the Land. And this is more of what we call a folk hymn or a folk song. It is a Christmas song. You can use it at Christmas, or it can be at any time. So there are some folk songs that aren't necessarily slavery tied. So this is what I thought I would share with you. It's called Singing in the Land. Let me see, Graham. It is singing in the land, singing in the land, singing in the land. I'm a long way from home, singing in the land, singing in the land, baby of Bethlehem. Oh, sisters, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, sisters, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, sisters, don't you want to go to heaven? Baby of Bethlehem, singing in the land, singing in the land, singing in the land. I'm a long way from home, singing in the land, singing in the land, baby of Bethlehem. Oh, brothers, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, brother, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, brother, don't you want to go to heaven? Baby of Bethlehem. And just different verses. Preaching in the land, preaching in the land, preaching in the land. I'm a long way from home, preaching in the land, preaching in the land, baby of Bethlehem. Oh, I'm off. Oh, sisters, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, sisters, don't you want to go to heaven? Oh, sister, don't you want to go to heaven, baby of Bethlehem? And so that's one that's a little different. Yeah.
Well, we've heard a number of things that sound different today, you know.
Different today.
And then we have all the ones that you've taught us are in the song list from the song leaders.
Yeah,
so
well,
we
you
are
have
we
one.
are not finished with you today for sure, and that's a delight, a delight. You know, there were two things that you wanted me to remind you to talk about: Joe Collins and three
okay.
things actually. Yeah.
All right, just FYI, if anybody's in North Carolina or want to come down, Joe Collins is doing his late winter festival, and I'm one of the teachers there. I will be teaching beginner classes, but I'm also teaching crooked tunes. That's one of the things I like to play are crooked tunes, and songs of freedom, how to do my spirituals. I can't do the workshop without teaching some of my spirituals. So that's one of the things. And of course, this summer I'll be doing Dulcimer U, and I'll be doing beginner classes there at Dulcimer U. So spread the word. If you know somebody that says, you know, I really want to learn to play the dulcimer, tell them to come up to this wonderful, wonderful week up at Dulcimer U. So it's just, Cindy will tell you, Lori will tell you, it's just a great week, those of you that have been there. So, you know, those are two. What's the third thing?
The third thing was bandcamp.com.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I do have a CD out. It is on bandcamp.com, and it is of the songs that are in the first volume of Songs of the Spirit, Volume 1 or Book 1. I have not gotten around to getting Book 2 recorded yet, which I will do because I'm sure some of the songs, you know, that you may not know, like Singing in the Land is in there. So I'm hoping to get that eventually recorded for Book 2. But Book 1 is there. And there are some new spirituals in there that lots of folks don't know and that I haven't shared with you all as well. So they're in both of those books. But bandcamp.com has got my CD there. Okay, that's it.
So, and the last thing I want to say is I contacted Carol and I said, Carol, we have to do something for Black History Month. Could you? And she said, of course. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much, Carol, for jumping in when I needed you, but for giving us such music all the time. We love you.
Thank you very much. Well, can I end with this last one?
Yes, absolutely. Go right to it.
I'm going to go straight to it. Songs after the Civil War took a different meaning. There were still some that were call and response style, but they, after the Civil War and the freedom, they came into the church as hymn styles, anthems. And so they changed the style of composing. A lot of them were not, you know, call and response songs anymore. They're hymns, a couple of them that you know by African American composers. One is Just a Closer Walk with Thee. I know probably a lot of you know that tone. That's one. And then there's another one, We Will Understand It Better by and by. So I'd like to just end with playing a little of those for you. These are both by African American composers. They are in their hymn books, and many of them go to the concert stage from there too as well. So here we go. A little of Just a Closer. Ready, and here we go.
Thank you, Carol. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, delightful. Make sure you read the chats because people have some wonderful things to
Oh,
say.
okay.
It'll make you feel good today.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me and putting up with me going overtime.
I have to try and get myself out of this now. Let me see. It's not. Oh, I know what I'm doing. This. No. Okay, stop my share. Maybe that'll do it. I'm hoping. Whoa. Wasn't that beautiful? I mean, her music, I am just so impressed when she plays for us all the time. But in that particular set, there was so much information and so much lovely music. It was really beautiful. Hey, Lori, I see you're here. And look who's with you. Jean. You're not Jeanless anymore. Listen, I have to go and change the way I share because Dennis is going to perform for us next, and then Lori is up. Okay, so I hope that I lost that other video. It's still there. Let me see if I can turn it off from here. Well, let's see. I have to go share. Oh, there it is. Gone. Okay. Whoa, Dennis. Thank you for being patient. Wasn't that wonderful?
That was very excellent.
I mean, just excellent. It was excellent. That's a good word for it. Yeah, I love that we have so many treasures in our video bank. You know, It's just okay. We're back to summertime.
All right. Both of the songs I'm doing mention summer. And All in the Garden Green starts it off. I'll attempt to sing just the first verse because basically there are lots of almost like yodeling moves you have to do to get through it. And I think someone wrote these words so that operatic singers could get exercised. But I'm comfortable with the first verse anyway. And something else that's going to come up is I've chosen to do this. In measure 5. But if you go really slowly, all you need to do is a little L shape. So, your option. set at ease, as they could scarce be seen among the leafy trees. They love and love, they love and love devour, and no wronger than truly in the time of year, in the time of year, in the time of year, in the time of year betwixt May and July.
Dennis, that was absolutely gorgeous. What lovely music that is. Really, just lovely. And I saw, I have to chuckle because I saw you nodding, probably to your wife, and I'm thinking, that happens here all the time. My husband coming and going and telling me he doesn't want to listen to something or it's too loud or whatever. Anyway, but we live real lives is what I'm trying to say, with real people. And real
yes,
dogs.
I left the dogs outside and they started to bark and disturb my wife, and so that's what she was indicating.
Yeah, it's so sweet. Okay, so you've got another one for us.
That
And
I
this
do.
is also lovely.
Okay. My Old Kentucky Home by Good Night by Stephen Collins Foster. Yes, that's his middle name. From 1853. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. It is summer and everyone is gay, and the corn tops are ripe in the meadow is in bloom, while the no more today. I will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. Now they hunt no more for the possum and the coon on the meadow, the hill, and the shore. They sing no more by the glimmer of the moon on the bench by the old cabin door. Each day goes by, but like a shadow o'er the heart, with sorrow was delight. The time has come when dark friends must depart, and my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. Now the head must bow, and the back will have to bend when the dark friends may go, wherever dark friends may go. A few more days and the troubles all will end in the fields where the sugar cane grows. A few more days for to tote the heavy load, no matter, it'll never be bright. A few days more till we
Dennis, another gorgeous song.
Summer really brings it out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Those songwriters.
I am amazed that you can read those words and keep playing. I mean, it's hard enough to play it without playing it and reading the words.
Well,
See,
I cheated a little bit. I
Yeah?
kept pace with a larger version.
Oh, well, there you go. That sounds like a smart thing to do. Oh, thank you, Dennis, so much. You know who's here now? Lori Alsabrook. Back from her travels. Lori,
Yes.
are you exhausted?
This has been quite a kickoff to the month of June for me. 2 weeks of camp downstate. But as you will be able to tell by the songs that I'm going to play, I've been at camp. But Dennis, I will bump it up to even a size 28 font so I can read it while I'm playing. So I'm with you on that. And Carol Crocker, what a treasure that piece is. That's archival for us. That's just a treasure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
And then also for everybody that just can't get enough of Carol Crocker, I saw people putting things in the chat. Come to Stephen Foster Dulcimer Retreat in November here in the state of Florida, right near I-75 and I-10. And she is teaching a class, and I might as well go on. And so is Steve Seifert, and so is Bing Futch, and so is Lori Alsabrook. And it couldn't be a better weekend. Jean, you coming?
Of course.
But of course, may we? Of course.
I would not miss it.
Now I've got to tell Dennis. Oh, this is Crawdad's one. I've got to tell Dennis that I cannot appreciate here you see the shirt I'm wearing today. Kentucky Music Week is the end of the month of June, and I love the lead-in for me on that because I will be teaching up in Kentucky Music Week, and I'm doing a Stephen Foster workshop, and of course that's one of my songs. It's a beautiful, beautiful state song, and he penned our state song as well, which is just a delight. His melodies were just timeless and beautiful. All right, we got Crawdad song. Both of my tunes today are D-A-D, middle string playing on the A. I just finished teaching, not this song, but teaching 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old girls, and we did a lot of staying on the middle string because it just sounds right.
It sounds so good.
You got this droniness going here, droniness happening, and the melody comes through. Now I'm going to try to aim down a smidge if I can, if it works. There. You can see a dulcimer now. Okay, Crawdad song. Let's play this. My friend Cricket, who was in the jam, in the No Frills at the beginning, Cricket the fiddler. I was sitting with her and I said, Cricket, and Pat sent out this, we need more songs. I said, well, Cricket, I was not planning on doing this weekend, but if we can come up with a summer song. She said, well, how about the Crawdad song? It just popped in her head like that. And I said, well, why not? Okay, here we go. On the middle string. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. hole. We'll go fishing in the crawdad hole. Honey, baby mine. Here comes a man with a pack on his back, honey. Here comes a man with a pack on his back, babe. Here comes a man with a pack on his back, toting the crawdads in his pack, honey, baby mine. One more. There we go, Crawdad song thrown together, obviously. And now this is a song.
So, Lori, I can tell that you've been singing a lot these last 2 weeks.
Little horse, a lot.
little
We sing and sing, we play and play. And one thing these people do, I don't know if you saw, I started doing this and this. We jam together. These little kids, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, and then the next week we jam. And that's one thing I teach is dulcimer players. You've got all the chords right here, and they were playing everything you can imagine that we couldn't do here because they're all like copyright songs, but just fun, just with barring chords. Love that. Now here the next one is Father Abraham. This one I threw in because of Pat's message that she thought this was Father's Day, but that's okay. I'll play it next. I can play it next weekend too.
Yes.
And also, this is so, we sang this at camp. This is with the 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, and they do hand motions, and they're so much fun. And actually, I might send a video next week of a bunch of children doing the hand motions to Father Abraham, and then we can really say it's a Father's Day song. But here I am on the middle string again for this. And this is a wonderful exercise for spidering your fingers. 2, 3. See, your fingers are moving. Father Abraham has many sons has Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just go like this. Right arm, Father Abraham. And they're moving their arm this way. Father Abraham has many sons has Father Abraham. I'm one of them, and so are you. So let's just go like this. Right arm, left arm, Father Abraham has many sons. I'm going to skip to the 6th son. Father Abraham has many sons has Father Abraham's. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just go like this. Right hand, left hand, right arm, left foot, chin up, turn around. Father Abraham has many sons has Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just go like this. Right arm, right foot, left foot, chin up, turn around, sit down. Yeah, I've been at camp. So this right arm, left arm, and they're nodding in their head and they're turning around and they have everything going at once, and so funny. I'm glad you all like that. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have everybody stand up and do it next time.
Well, I've got one more song to play, and then Lori, we've got your jam, and
I love that you have the jam.
I'm going to come back to you and
Okay.
ask you to say a few words about it
Sure.
before I start it.
Sure.
I had trouble finding the sound on it today, but I did come up with
That's
it.
a relief. Okay,
Oh
I'll
my
check out.
A lot of it has been a relief for sure. Okay, so I am playing Bring Me Little Water, Sylvie. Well, summer fun is always in the water, don't you think? And the only thing is I'm a little embarrassed that it's Carol Crocker's song because I surely don't do it the way she does it. But that's okay. I'm going to do it the way I do it. Change my... Oh, you don't want to see all of that. We want to come back over here. And the other thing I need to remember to do is put my microphone on my dulcimer or you won't hear it. Okay, so Bring Me Little Water, Sylvie. We've heard her play that quite a while ago, I think. Anyway, this is my version of it. We repeat that. This measure always throws me. I have to count it. The 3 5. 1 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Last time. Got it. Bring Me Little Water, Sylvie. Okay, now I have to find the other video. Lori, can you say just a few words about this jam?
Yes. So, Send in the Music began in March of 2020. And we all know when there's something that's really a good thing, it's worth repeating. And we have a group in Melrose that played together, but were not able to get together. So I said, let's just throw it online. And so within a week, on the Friday after we started It's in the Music, we started a Friday afternoon session, which goes from 4 to 5:30. Well, as you can tell, during COVID, how our world expanded, this jam expanded, and lots of people started coming to it from all sorts of places. And now we have people that come from Ohio and Maine and California and Mississippi and Iowa and Michigan, and it's it's wonderful to have us get together and play. It's a different experience from your Saturday session, which is marvelous, which has song leaders leading. Well, we have song leaders too, but it's all impromptu. It's like you went to a jam session and sat in a circle, and it's like you go around, what do you want to play? What do you play? Well, I go across the screen and say, okay, you're next. And to the next person, I say, you're on deck. So they have a chance to think what they're going to play next. And sometimes we share the music if I have it, because, I have some music in my books, and Pat has a wealth of music because we all send her songs. So if we can find it, we'll pop it up really quickly for people to play along. But mostly it's just like an impromptu jam that you might attend in your hometown where you go around the circle. But here's the other thing that's different. When the song is over, we all unmute and say how much we liked it and tell the person what a good job they did. And I like that chord you used there, and just some real specific praise and some just wonderful chatter about the song. And so this is a very special thing that Pat has going there, but it takes it to a whole other personal level because we interact.
Well, and also, Lori, there aren't as many people there.
No, not at all.
We sometimes go up 50 to 80 people here, and there we've got on a big day we have 15.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's much smaller. I recorded yesterday's. Well, I asked permission from my people and then after I recorded it, some people asked me to edit their parts out, and I ended up editing more out than I anticipated because that's not something I do often. So everybody that was recorded yesterday is not going to be seen right now.
Now, if I could add one thing about that, is that all levels play. People who have not been playing very long, it gives them a chance to play in front of others, and for us to lift them up like, what a good job you did with that. People sing that you don't ordinarily hear sing, and it's a welcoming group and a time to join us. And we'll give you more information at the end of this little session here.
Okay, so I'm going to remove your spotlight.
Yeah, I was driving home from camp, so I missed it.
Oh, now what happened here? Okay, now I told you that I had trouble finding what had sound. I think I have it. Oh, that's Carol. We don't want Carol. Sorry, Carol. We've already seen you. But I have trouble getting. Oh, wait a second. There. Okay. Now I have to find the right one. Okay, this is the Melrose Jam right here. Okay. Did you hear the recording in progress message?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to turn it up if I can.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, yeah, that would be a great idea, don't you think? Okay, hold on one second. You guys, you get what you pay for. I'm laughing at myself because it's been that kind of a week. If I'm not laughing, I'm going to cry. Okay, this is the screen I want to share. Now I have to find the music again. Okay, here it is. Whoops. Melrose Jam. Oh, I've got that wheel again. It doesn't like this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you hear the recording in progress message?
I did.
Okay. And now.
I have approved. Okay. Here goes. Well, I'm going to try Sally in the Garden.
Oh, good. Okay.
I had it in DAC, but that takes retuning, and I thought the best way to do it would be an E minor, which just requires putting a capo on.
Capo 1, okay.
1. Right.
Okay.
can all do it, right?
Dennis, that did not sound at all like Sally in the Garden, I think because of the E minor. I think because you were playing it in E minor, weren't you? You
I
had
was.
capo 1, yeah. But now you know I'm not good with melodies. I mean, I need to preface what I'm saying with that. But it just had a totally different sound.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to remove the spotlight from you so we can see everybody who's in the gallery. Did anybody else agree or not? Or what do you say? What do you think? Jamie, you thought it was good? You recognized it.
It took me a minute to get there, but yeah, once it clicks, you just
Yeah.
know what it is.
Oh.
It was a really cool twist. So
Yes, it's nice to know that there are other ways to make your music sound different. Okay, so you all who have just joined us, we are recording this session. Just want you to know, if you do not want to be on the recording, just tell me when it comes to your turn, okay? And I'll pause the recording. Jamie, would you like to go next?
sure, I don't see why not.
Oh, good. Spotlight you for everybody.
All right, I'm gonna move this so you can see my instrument. I have been having a love affair with my band jammer lately. And I'll tell you why. It's because I have started attending a local jam here, and I just found it last month. And it's mostly a bunch of guitars, and the lady who leads the jam, she plays the mandolin and the fiddle. But I have to tell you, I cannot hear myself. I can't hear my dulcimer over the guitars. So I'm boning up on the band jammer because it's a little louder. And the other thing with this jam, too, it's a really welcoming group. But, I play mostly up here in my room by myself, so playing with live people is a new experience. But at this jam, they're mostly guitar players, so they expect you to sing if you're going to lead a song. So I have been practicing a little bit. I have a voice made for the library. I don't think I should be singing, but I'm going to play Red River Valley, and I might get brave enough to sing the chorus a little bit. I don't know. But let's see. I play it a couple different ways, but added, I'm playing tuned down to C, G, C. So I'm playing in C, even though the tab is written for D. That's because I have a lower voice. It's hard for me to sing in D. So, all right, let's try another time here. From this galaxy you are going, we will miss your eyes and your smile. Perfect fairy tale in the sunshine that has brightened our life a while. And side by side, if you love me, will you listen to me today? For that moonlight on the Calgary I think I need to memorize the words a little bit better if I'm going to try and read tab and
Well,
say.
the first thing I want to say is that was great. And the second thing is that band jammer is loud. And the third thing I want to ask, you're playing it in C because is that what key they're playing in? The guitars and all of that? They're not playing in D.
Well, you know, surprisingly, you hear from a lot of people that go to bluegrass jams that they don't like to see dulcimers show up because they expect that you play everything in D.
Yeah.
Well, this is a mixed group, and I've found they're mostly amateurs. So a lot of the guitar guys, they call stuff in G all the time. A lot of the stuff is in D, a few things in A. Every now and then you'll get a weird key, but really there's usually just 3 or 4 chords. And I've found if you learn like the first, like 4 or 5 chords, how it looks on the neck of a guitar, I have found this one older gentleman that sits across from me at the jam, and I just stare at his hand, and I'm, you know, most of the time I'm just chording along, right? But I can be part of the group and play everything, because you know you could just bar everything on the dulcimer, and if you want to be a little fancy, just pick out an arpeggio instead of just strum, 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 and I mean it's a really good learning experience. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's great. You know, you remind me, I went to a jam one time, and Joe Collins was the jam leader, and we were playing Christmas music, and I couldn't read his hands, but I sat across from a blind woman who was playing the guitar, and I could read the chords from her hands. So there I was just staring at her. It's a good thing she didn't know that that's what I was doing. But anyway.
Well, I have to say, I'm going to have to apologize to the gentleman that I've paid attention to the last couple times and tell him I'm not staring at him because I'm weird. He probably knows what I'm doing, but I need to make sure I tell him next time, because otherwise I'll just be the weird one that shows up and stares at people. So.
Thanks, Jamie. Hey, listen, you guys, for those of you who came in late, we're recording this for me to use some of these tunes tomorrow on I'm thinking to myself on the Send in the Music Jam, because my song list was short. And if you don't want me to record you, please just tell me and I'll pause the recording. Okay. So who's next? Let me see. Cindy Lubecki, you were here early. It's your turn, if you don't mind.
Ready.
Okay.
Speaking of your jam session, Jamie, I've been playing with a hammered dulcimer group, and they play a lot in G and A. So it's challenging me to learn chords, because that's a weak point for me on the dulcimer, knowing chords. So I'm going to play Westphalia Waltz. Can you see my dulcimer? I'm going to start over. Ophelia Waltz.
I thought that was great. I really did. And a nice vision, a nice sound. Good for you. I liked the way you jumped the chords to get more rhythm out of it. I thought that was fun and a good idea, something we forget to do all the time. Okay, I'm looking around. Michelinda, would you like to play one? You were in here, and you are number 4, so you know that what that means, Karen McCraw. Number 5 is coming up.
Not fair. Not fair.
What? I'm going to stop it right there because it is 4 o'clock, but I'm going to leave this right where it is. And if we're short next week, I'm going to pull this video back out again. Stop my share because it's fun. It's just fun to see other people and how they. Oh, I still have my wrong camera on.
I've come back on, Pat.
Yeah,
I really
good.
think that presented us well. See how we talk with each other. There's a lot of us chatting in the chat about what we do, and it's just, it's a really cohesive way of getting together apart from each other. And so thanks. It's a great idea, and let's do it again sometime.
Well, I'm going to pull it out next week because we have more recorded. There's more recorded.
Right.
Yours I did pull out, but as I said before, I don't edit things very often, and I edited out some of the stuff that I shouldn't have. Hey, Karen McCraw, you'll be happy to know I edited yours out by mistake.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious unless you want it to be heard and I edit you out. But anyway, we'll go back to that. And thank you, Lori, for letting me do that because I was really worried about not having enough music, which leads me to my very last statement to you. Please consider being a song leader. Please, please, please consider being a song leader. You'll really grow from it, and we need you. 12 songs on the list this week was slight. And that was even after me bumping and pushing and whatnot. So think about it, please. And I'll see you next week. We're doing morning and evening. Easy to find songs for the morning and the evening. Moon, stars, sunrise, whatever. And it's the day before Father's Day, so you have a choice. Okay, you guys? Be safe. Love you. Thank you to the Friday people for letting me videotape you. I appreciate you so much. Lori, thank you. Lori jumped in the middle of a very busy week and helped me problem solve, and I'm grateful. I have such good people here. I love you all, and please be safe. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Okay, I'm pushing the stop button on the record. Oh, that's not what I'm doing. There I am.